Superman is the most high-profile release. Doesn't mean it's going to be the biggest box office, but in terms of the amount of attention that's on it, in terms of the amount of people interested to know whether it succeeds or fails, in terms of the character of Superman, that every single person around the world knows what that means, what that name represents, who that is. It's Superman, obviously, and understandably so. And we've had, look, there's some people that are hyped as hell for this movie. There's also some people that can't wait to see it fail. We've seen some marketing missteps and some interesting tactics along the way, including removing the American way. But this movie's coming out. Tuesday is when the Amazon Prime early screenings happen, and then the movie officially opens a few days after that. So we're talking less than a week until we actually see Superman and see how normal people that aren't critics react to it. But a critic is reacting, and they reacted a little bit earlier than they were supposed to. Granted, we have to keep in mind, this is just one, right? This is just one review. But it did accidentally get put up, I believe, on the Daily Beast a little bit earlier than it was supposed to. It was only up for 6 minutes, but that is all it took for people to grab it, including the headline. Superman review leaks. Terrible final nail in the grave for the superhero genre. And this is a copy of the article that did get put up here. Terrible news Superman is final nail in superhero cinema's coffin. And I'm not going to read through all of this because it includes some spoilers and a lot of description of things that happen in it. So we're going to prevent that because the review was not supposed to go live and it was put up by accident and then taken down. And it's just one, right? It's one critic review. And just because critics even if all of them loved it or loved them hate it, doesn't necessarily mean anything. However, for everybody who feels so divided about this thing and feels so hesitant to be invested in this Superman, it has questions about what James Gunn's going to do to the character, has questions about how many characters are included in this specific movie. This drives home a major point to those people and gives them a lot of excuse to be like, we told you James Gunn was not the right guy for this. But I'm sure not the leaked review that Warner Brothers would have wanted. They would have loved for somebody to accidentally leak a review for a few minutes that says this is the best thing we've ever seen in history. But no, that is the actual headline.
That Soups guy on Twitter, he got to see it early, and he said he said you guys aren't ready for how great this movie's gonna be.
Well, you know, he said the same exact thing about The Flash.
I know.
Like, holy fuck.
So maybe that's why they keep giving him extra early access to everything, because he's like, it's the greatest thing that you're ever gonna see.
He will fucking hype every single thing up. Like, to me, I feel like I'm in a weird position with the movie because I don't hate everything that we've seen. I guess I just feel so unconcerned and uninvested in it. Period. I definitely think there's like a lot of warning signs for the movie that could potentially go off the rails. But we've also heard that it leans into a lot of the old comic book things in it, which I think I could enjoy those parts, those elements of the movie. But overall, I don't know if I've had a big time superhero movie like this for a character I do care about coming out with me caring less than I do right now about it. You know what I mean?
Did you go through this review?
I did.
Does this like confirm a lot of leaked rumors?
Yeah, I mean, certainly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's in there.
Like my one concern about the monkeys is that was that in the review?
I don't think I saw anything about that in there.
Okay.
I did a very quick reading of it.
Okay.
But I mean, we do know that Lex is using social media stuff to try to damage Superman's reputation. We know that those things are happening, but I don't know if I specifically saw the monkeys. They could have cut that out. Who knows?
That's true. They also, like, I was seeing like there was a James Gunn cut out a scene about one of the villains kicking Crypto, and it just wasn't received well. So he's like, yeah, let me cut that out. But it's like the whole point of a villain is to make you hate them, right? Like, it's supposed to make you hate him. And if he's kicking a dog, and it makes you hate him, but
it is. But there's all like obviously Crypto is a huge part of this entire thing, and marketing him like that. The idea of having an animal get kicked, because Crypto's out there fucking people up. So me, it should be open season, but apparently in the screenings, they had very negative reactions to Crypto. I think Ultraman kicked Crypto or something, and they had super negative reactions to it. So I think they pulled it out. Yeah, but
gonna be interesting.
Well, and the box office projections are all over the place right now. You know, we've seen anywhere from 95 to 125. We've seen some people that are places that are saying the pre-orders have slowed down a little bit and they think it's closer to $100 million maybe. But then we've also seen, 130 to 171. They are all over the place.
Wow.
But projections are projections. It depends what you're using and how you're using it. I will never forget when The Flash was projected between 115 to 140 million dollar opening weekend, and it opened to 55.
Yeah.
And that was with all of the same type
Freaking
of
crazy.
chill access media types that were telling you it's the greatest thing we've ever seen, the greatest comic book movie we've ever seen for The Flash. And now you have a lot of the very same people that said that about The Flash saying that about this movie, which doesn't mean it's going to be as bad as The Flash, or it also doesn't mean it's going to be any better than The Flash. It certainly means you can't take their shit at face value. We have the same people saying that about The Flash that are now coming out and saying it about this. But
did you get the early movie ticket for Amazon?
I do, yeah.
Oh, so you're going Tuesday.
Yep, I'm going Tuesday.
Oh, that's gonna be wild. I'll be looking forward to that review. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just like sometimes you sit in this, we talk about this stuff all the time, and normally if critics hate it, people love it, right? So it's like that could be. I
don't know about normally, but it's not. That is one of the problems we see nowadays, is because people don't trust critics at all for anything. Right. People will see, oh, it got a 20%. It must be fucking awesome. When it turns out it's like fucking awful, right? Well, so like Jurassic World Dominion is like a great example. To me, that is a fucking horrific movie. The critics savaged it. But people are going to these movies now, kind of like we're talking about Jurassic World Rebirth, and they are not expecting much. They're just expecting to be entertained by dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah.
But I think it's an awful fucking movie.
Yeah.
But it made a lot of money.
I mean, like, because when we pulled up, like, we would pull up Rotten Tomato scores and it'd be like, critics love The Last Jedi, or they love this film. And it's like, what the heck are they seeing? They love The Acolyte. But then the audience score was in the tank, So, well, it'll be here Tuesday.